What's going on, everybody? This is JVB from the Post Game Report podcast. I'm playing The Last of Us 2 on the PlayStation 5. Now, I took a break from playing some next generation console video games to play The Last of Us 2 in honor of the game and Naughty Dog, the studio who created The Last of Us 2, winning the Video Game Awards and winning a bunch of awards last night. Now, there have always been controversy when it came to The Last of Us 2 because people tried to spoil it, number one, and then they found out that one of the characters that was beloved in the first game, something happened. Now, the reason why I don't want to say what happened is because people actually haven't played The Last of Us 2 yet, so I don't want to spoil anything. But not only did something happen, but it was how it happened and who did it. Now, on a quick side note, I'm just walking around here with the horse just to look at the awesome sun rays reflecting in this forest over here, which is pretty pretty looking, pretty nice looking. So there was a character, or there is a character in this game that does something very bad to somebody, and people didn't like it.
Ellie, cars.
Now,
Getting close. Start
because
keeping an eye out.
the individual that I'm talking about is female, and not only is she female, but she is rather bulky for a female. And so right away people were saying that it was a trans person, and that Naughty Dog was going to put some type of political agenda into The Last of Us 2, which was totally wrong. There is no political agenda. There is no feminazi messaging going on here. There is none of that. There is a compelling story, and as you can see here, with some incredible visuals. Now, this was on the PlayStation 4 console, of course, the PlayStation Pro as well. So this is technically last generation, and it looks amazing. And guess what? It plays even better. The gameplay for this game is
Here we go.
remarkable. It's very
Guess I
fluid,
was wrong. Turns out
and
you do know where you're going.
as far as glitches, there are some glitches where you'll see a character floating oddly well, not floating, clipping through the floor, or I've seen a gun floating in the air. You're going to see things like that. But where this game really excels is the story. The story is, how can I put it? It's for adults, quite simply. And I'm not trying to insult anyone. I'm not trying to say that there are people who can't accept that artists are capable and willing to take chances on established IPs, which The Last of Us, the first one, is. They took a huge chance in going in a direction with this story, and it worked. It could have failed. It could have the franchise could have fallen flat on its face. But the story is for adults. I mean, it is a tale of revenge, a tale of the old saying, what comes around goes around, and how your actions have a reaction. And you see in this game, you will experience that the littlest of actions have a penalty, especially if those actions are bad and towards other people. And Naughty Dog does a great job of establishing that, and the way it is told, I mean, video games are an experience. So the way you experience this game, the way everything is put together, is just amazing. Simply amazing.
Yes.
And I finished it. I'm on my second playthrough. The story just sticks with you. The way Naughty Dog was able to take a character that was as beloved as Ellie and then create someone else who was basically Ellie's rival in many different ways. Not only as being someone who is the enemy in against Ellie, but just as beloved. I actually came up with the hashtag Team Abby like during my first playthrough, and I was Team Abby. I'm still Team Abby. You know, as funny as that,
Anything good in there?
as funny as it is
Found
to
an
say
old
that,
tourist map.
Well,
because I like
that's
the character of
something.
Ellie. So, uh, I'm putting somewhat of a spoiler by saying Team Abby, but you'll see. You'll see. If you haven't played The Last of Us 2, I highly recommend this game. It is amazing. It plays fluidly. It looks beautiful for a last generation game. And, you know, whoops. Naughty Dog thought of a lot of things, and yeah, there's the whole, you see, Naughty Dog had a lot going against them, right? They had the whole, leak, you know, the leak of the story. There was,
She seems quiet.
there was actual,
Yeah.
video
Think
of
about
a
how well
very
we heard our lookouts.
important key point
I know.
in the story.
That's what scares me.
And then people went against Naughty Dog for that, and then of course the crunching. People went against Naughty Dog because there was this whole story that, you know, they were doing overtime. You know, the developers were working extra hard to bring us a game. It was delayed a few times, and this is the result. You know, you work hard. You work harder than anyone else, even if your first game, The Last of Us, was a Game of the Year winner, even though it's a truly successful game, one of the best that I've ever experienced. Even though they had that, they had to make The Last of Us 2
Is that the
even
QZ?
better.
Yep.
And they did.
Watch the high spots.
They absolutely did. So, congratulations to Naughty Dog for winning the Video Game Awards. They took, once again, several categories, and the most important one being Game of the Year. So, I look forward to Factions, and that is the multiplayer portion of The Last of Us 2.
Looks like
I
there's
don't
some
know
cracks
when
in
we're
the-
going
in
to
the
find
wall
out
up above.
information in regards to it, when it's going to release. I am personally hoping for some type of PlayStation 5 upgrade for this game. Maybe 4K 60. I doubt we're going to see some type of ray tracing, things like that. But just give us 4K 60 and give us Factions pretty quickly, and I'll be really happy about that. I haven't played this game in a bit, so I'm really... Okay, there we go. There we go. How do I switch my weapons? Okay, there we go. You can see this is what they call it, Gaming Plus or whatever, New Game Plus or whatever. But nonetheless, you can see here that I have several weapons from my previous playthrough, and so I'm ready to rock. But nonetheless, anything else that happened in video games? By the way, I'm recording on my PlayStation 5, so I'm recording the video on the PlayStation 5 and using my SteelSeries Artis 7, 7P as a matter of fact, standing for PlayStation. Let me see if I could put a... Okay, you see a crack. You don't see, you know, the glass shattering. But, so I'm using that to record audio. I don't know how it's going to come out. We'll see. So I'm not on my usual audio setup. But as far as video game news, we found out that the PlayStation 5 outsold the, actually did better during launch than the PlayStation 4. And as far as the Xbox, with the Xbox Series S and the Series X, according to statistics, it did not even meet sales from the Xbox One, the original Xbox One. And that is, you know what? I am no longer trying to be cordial when it comes to Xbox, because for many years we've told you guys that the Xbox brand, as long as that same management team is in charge, they are not going to do anything significant. And you see they're making the same mistakes.
Okay.
I've even had people say that, well, due to inventory issues, that's why the Series X and S didn't sell that well. Well, you know what? The PlayStation 5 is still like the king of shortages and demand, and it still managed to outsell the PlayStation 4 as far as launch. So take that for what you will. The fact that there are no exclusive titles for the Xbox Series, and the fact that the last generation with the Xbox One and then the Xbox One X, there was really nothing that showcased the power for any of those consoles. And then you come out with nothing as far as exclusives for your brand new, more powerful console, which is the Series X. It's supposed to be more powerful than the PlayStation 5. You don't come out with any exclusives for that. And that really doesn't instill trust in your brand. And people are, whoa, hey, now, forget about it. And people are starting to notice it. So, yeah, you just saw the major fail. Yeah, major fail right there. So, yeah. So I'm going to end it there. But yeah, Xbox, nothing has changed with the Xbox brand. And it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. And I hate to say that we told you so, but God darly, we told you so. Try not to curse if you haven't noticed. But yeah, we told you guys. We told you guys that the current regime is not going to change how it wasn't going to make the Xbox brand successful. And right now you see that inexperience. Phil Spencer is nothing but a freaking spokesperson. He has no industry experience. And you can see it. It is really bad. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I am JVB, and I will talk to you later.